Latrell Mitchell has broken his silence after fronting the Rabbitohs board over the white substance photo scandal. Let's take a look.
How'd it go, Latrell?
Yeah, no comment. I think leave with the board and we'll go from there.
Latrell, what was going on in that photo?
Just had a good yarn to them and yeah, we'll leave it with them and get on with my family now. Leave me alone at my house, please.
Latrell, how tough's the last couple of weeks, or week or so, 2 weeks been where
We could imagine.
What was going on in that photo? Can you tell us?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know. So we'll just leave it there, eh? No more comment.
Did the board have anything to say today?
Yeah, I don't remember. All good, guys. Take care. All the best, eh? Have a good day. Beautiful. Spring's coming. It is not.
Not long after leaving the meeting, Latrell Mitchell posted this message to Instagram. Sometimes in life you make poor decisions and I have accepted that. As a man, family man, club man, I want to do better. I can take this time now to move forward, look ahead and continue on being the best version of myself. Love to all that has supported me throughout this. Very grateful. Gordy, thoughts on this?
I thought he might have come out and did a press conference, owned it a little bit, apologised and moved on. It just keeps it lingering on, I think. There was no South Sydney organisation. There was no one from the club to come out and stand with him. There was no press conference. There was no official. But I suppose in that, Latrell was by himself. He wasn't on a club function when he was in Dubbo.
Completely unprofessional on every front. Like, from Latrell's point of view, he should have stood there and manned up, answered the question, and not just for the media, but for his coach that he'd let down, for his teammates, for the club that pays him $1.2 million a year, and also for the fans out there who have been left in the dark throughout it all. The whole season's been an absolute schmozzle at that club, and that's why I always also believe it was up for someone from the club to come out and be a part of this. Like, they're a professional football organisation. They've had plenty of time to sleep on this and come up with the right answer. That today should have been that day. But they let themselves down.
But shouldn't South at least, and I'm not an apologist for South Sydney, I've got no affiliation there whatsoever, but shouldn't they at least wait until the whole process is finalised? We find out what sanction is going toward Latrell, and then we can have a clean and non-clunky press conference where we can clean it up.
That wasn't clunky?
That's what I'm saying.
That was terrible. That was a terrible look for a professional football club. They just needed one person, Blake Solly, to walk out alongside Latrell. They can work out what they're saying beforehand. They knew the media was going to be
It's also Latrell's mess crawls.
100% it's Latrell. I'll tell you why
South...
South...
mess, so he can clean it up.
OK. It's not just Latrell's mess. The club has been complicit in this, dog. Any way you want to look at it. You can go back as far as you want. Latrell has been given too much rein, and on this occasion he's gone too far. But the club has played a part in this, and that's why I believe they have something to explain.
Yeah, I thought it was a good opportunity for the club and their leadership to really take a stance, set the standards, and it just seems like they haven't done that for a long period of time now. You don't think that, Bulldog?
Oh, not so much that, Braith. There is a collective bargaining agreement in place now. I won't bog everyone down with the logistics of it, but it basically precludes the club and NRL from discussing anything on the run. We don't want this fluid process where bits and pieces are leaking out every day. They want to make it clear and clean at the end and then nip it in the bud.
An argument in the back. Yeah. We all saw the footage, right? We all see it. Just own up and move on. The more it lingers around, right? So where is South Sydney coming out and owning up? And where is Latrell?
Could have been finished today.
How close are they
It could have been done.
How long is it going to go on for? Are they close to making a decision? Do you know what the punishment's going to be from the club to Latrell?
I think the South punishment, Latrell, will be financial. I think we're looking at to be confirmed, a one-game suspension from the NRL and probably about 20,000. Look, he was in there today to meet with a committee which was full of board members.
How hard is it to make a decision?
Well, Gordy, sure.
As an organisation,
you can rush it through quickly, but
hold on.
Hang on, but you run the risk of being accused of pushing it through too quickly.
Pushing it too quickly, how long has it been?
Well, they only met with the board today.
But surely they should have some rough idea. If they're a board and they're intelligent.
They probably do, but you've got to give him some
It's a powerful club. It's been around for 100
years.
years. You think that they would stand for something and say, that's not acceptable in our organisation?
Well, I look back just to when the Melbourne Storm players got in trouble on Mad Monday. They had to do a full press conference, full Melbourne Storm kit. Club CEO and everyone was there. They had to apologise to all the fans and their family, and they had to actually ring ex-players and and they got a significant fine. They got hammered over that, and they faced the music and they owned it. You know, I just feel like there's a big comparison here in similar
It's very
events.
soft. Wendell Sailor got 2 years.
Latrell was garbled in that quasi press conference right there you're seeing on the screen. That's why, and again, please don't think I'm defending Latrell, I'm not. That's why he went home and felt compelled to tidy up what he said and release that statement through Instagram.
How did they not see that coming, though? How could you not see that was going to, again, paint your club in a bad light? Because, look, we've all been around the game long enough to know what's going to happen. If a guy walks out in this situation, they will follow him and they will ask questions. Why not just confront that?
I can't
and put it to bed.
I
put
can't
it to
help
bed,
but
and for your
think-
fans too. I just want to say this too for the South Sydney fans out there, who you want the members, you want people to go and buy your merchandise, turn up and pay their money to go and watch your games, but you don't want to give them an explanation. And it's their best player,
And he's
their
not
highest
talking-
paid player,
you know,
after a disastrous year.
And then I was guilty of this through my whole career. Dog, when you come up to me, I wasn't talking to you. You're talking to your fans. You're talking to your members. You're talking to the people that you've let down, right? So that's one thing that players need to get through their head, that when they're talking, then they're getting the message out to the people that believe in them. Right? And to me, it looks like South have just let him go by himself. And they don't want to be part of this.
Gordy, I think you might be right. There's a part of me that thinks that, as I said before, he created this mess. Why should South Sydney have to go out there and front up themselves?
Yeah, but they've got to take some ownership and leadership there.
yeah,
because if
Braith,
they,
you're right.
they pull back a little bit, in my opinion, if they were a bit harder on Latrell and disciplined him more in the future for past indiscretions, then maybe it would have been better for him. You got to look at the big picture. You got to set standards at clubs. You got to go, this is the guy that I want the whole team to follow. He's our leader. He's our enforcer. He's our best player. So we've got to penalise him or discipline him like we would any other player, because he's the man that we want leading our club. If they had done that in the past, they may not be in this situation where Latrell is right now. He may not be there if they had done the right thing by him then. So if they keep doing the same thing, it's going to keep happening and it's going to keep happening. I just thought it was a real opportunity missed by the club today and their leadership.
Oh, look, I agree. It's a different issue we're talking about going back in time. But yes, I think it's quite clear if South Sydney had been stronger in their discipline on Latrell over the past 4 or 5 years, we might not be at this point that we are right now.
When will he serve his match ban?
To be confirmed, Braith, obviously there is a push for next year and there's obviously the thought that it should be done now. My personal opinion is that if he is found to be penalised one game, he should serve it on the day that the penalty comes down, not next year, albeit there'll be an argument saying that it doesn't punish him at all this year because he's injured.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well, you're going to put it back to
Because
next year?
Of course you have to. You have
When
to
he's
do
playing.
that. But you know why you have to do that, Dog? Because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. At the moment, Latrell is out injured. You cannot go in and allow him to serve that one-game suspension this year when he's out injured. And even if it's for South Sydney's benefit, they've got to do the right thing here. We've had players in the past. Mitchell Pearce is a great example. He got fined $125,000, I think $50,000 suspended, but an 8-match ban. You've got Jared Waweera-Hargraves this week, who's gone out and clipped someone high. He gets a 4-match ban. A 4-match ban. You tell me what's the worst look for the game, Jared's tackle or Latrell's photo? What's the worst look? And yet, if they don't want to cop a 1-game ban for that, they're kidding themselves.
He's been ruled out for the year. What if they... Well, that's what Ben Hornby said a few weeks ago. What if they were to say that he was fit for round 27?
Well, he'd have to train. So normally, right, let's just say if it's your star player, you want him training and he should be running, and you'd say he'd be running for 3 weeks.
Braith's right, though. It is open slather as to when he's going to fulfil that suspension. What happens if it is round 27? He's fit, he's named on a Tuesday night, and they go, there's your 1-week suspension.
Yeah, and then he was fit to play Origin and he pulled out a day before. So there's a totally different argument. And if you're fit to play NRL, you've got to have at least 3 or 4 weeks under your belt.
If you have a suspension through a penalty, I just don't think you can push it
Don't treat
round
the game
to
as
your
a
own
game.
benefit as to when. If it comes down on a Tuesday, well, then it starts from that Tuesday.
All right. It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out and how the Rabbitohs respond to after that board meeting today with Latrell Mitchell.